Class we had a discussion about ACLs, and today we will discuss about how the incident was built in ServiceNow. So here, if you come to here, what is an incident? What is an incident? Incident is nothing but what is an incident? An interruption of service. Anything. So an interruption of service is called an incident. Should be anything. For example, we are using suddenly the laptop is not working. So what happened, we have purchased a laptop from them. They will say that within 2 years or something you will not get an issue, something like. But in the laptop there may be chances to hardware or software issues. So what was the, that is a service. So laptop using utilization is a service. If anything is going wrong, it's interruption. So that we will call it as an incident. That incident can be resolved by ourselves or by the technician or by the warranty people or whoever it may be. That's none of the other matter. So an interruption of service is called an incident. So here in the incident, what happened? What is the thing? But so we have to, if we go to the incident management module, so there is a lot of things we have to do. Let's see. So generally, how the user will create an incident. So what I'm going to, I'm just going to impersonating as a able tutor. I think we have created a one record producer. From that we can create it. Go to the service catalog. Can we help? I'm not sure whether we have an issue. See, this is the one who is the facing issue. Abraham Lincoln. I'm just facing hardware and one. What is the issue? Or test. So if you want to any requested item, I think right now, okay, the user doesn't have RITM access, so it will not come. So this one, and now I'm just going to save this one. Now what happened? An incident will be created automatically, and let's go to the our one. So if I'm incident is created, so let's open this. This is called a global search. From here we can open it. See, the incident is open, and it was opened by able tutor. It was open for one. Here, the depending upon the category, what happened, the assignment rules, the incidents was automatically assigned. And this SIP, I think we have given default value something. Channel is self-service, whatever we have given. Now if you want to set up, see what are, we have given impact and urgency. So if you want to set up or implement incident module, first what we require, we have to configure impact and urgency. On the impact and urgency, what we have to do, the priority has to do it. That's the first step. And next one this are category subcategories, we have to configure it. And this service, which is a CMDB classes, which is a CMDB, so we can cover in the next class what is a CMDB and other thing. So CMDB we have to do. And depending upon this one, these services offering. So right now I think there is no services offer. This also we have to configure. And the location. So these are the two things where we have to configure when you configure the incident module. Of course we can configure a, what we call incidents, groups and all other things. This is the basic. And also once the incident is raised it, we have to run the SLA. So we have already seen that how to run a SLA or how to configure SLA. Those are also we can configure the same thing here. I think right now there is no SLAs for this one, but we can configure it. Now what happened, it has been assigned to the Beth Anglin. So if I impersonate as him, Beth Anglin. So if I impersonate as him, what is it? Incidents assigned to me. See, this is the one. So this is if he assign to him, what he will work on. He will work on this one. He will close this one. Or if he require any information, so he will kept it as on hold, and he will provide the on hold reason, and he will change the update. Or else if I am just going to, you will resolve the incident. I'm so sorry, you can cancel the incident. You can, if you going to resolve the incident, see the resolution code here. The solved workaround is nothing but this is a, we have resolved by the workaround, and solved permanentism we have completed permanently, and solved remotely we have taken a remote and taken, that's the same thing, solved one. And not solved is nothing but not reproducible, that is issue is not happening, we cannot reproduce the issue in the lower environment. And not solved is nothing but, so it was very expensive if you want to do cause it. And closed by the caller is nothing but, so it was automatically resolved by the caller, so that we can do it. So I'm just making solved workaroundly, and the resolution we can write any other thing. So if you configure the incident notification, everything will be go to the same thing. Or if you want any screenshots, we can from here, we can attach here. We can attach here. If you want to want any other thing, we can attach the same thing here. That's the one. And if you want to see activity stream, this is called activity stream. We can check here. And this is a personalized form. What are the fields we want to visible? You can read, but mostly we will not. For example, if I remove this service offering, this will not visible. This is for the temporary purpose only. It's not a complete one. See, if you want to, this personalized form will be applicable to you only, how we have applied earlier the personalized choices, the same thing we can do it. And next one, if you want to send an email from directly, you can send it from this email icon. You can select here, it will automatically, I think it go to the caller. See, it will go to the caller and CC to the open Y, and reply to whatever we can write it. And what are the mail body and subject, we can write it here. What is the mail's body, whatever we want to enter it, we can do the same thing. And next one is the toggle template is nothing but, so we will create one template. We have already created template. If you want to utilize the same thing, we can use the same thing here. Or else you can see incident template. So what are the incident template applied, those values will be automatically changed to changes here. So if I open this one, see here, self service, the abel tutor, what are the values you are seeing, the service to SAP, and this was changed like this one. Or if you open, if I click on this one, it will be the same thing. And if you want to save it, or if you want to click on leave, but mostly we can use the reopen. And also once the issue is resolved, so we can reopen or close this one. So that's a different properties. So the incident progress is, the life cycle is, user will raise an incident at the time the state is new, and once it was assigned to the state will go to the in progress. From that, user can reassign the ticket, or user can reassign the ticket to anyone, or user can work on the ticket. He can change the state to on hold to require some info from the customer, or the caller, or he can resolve the incident. Once he resolve the incident, automatically it has to go to the closing state. So if I open incident, let me open it. If I go to the incident, so this is the module incident, and this is the incident properties. So whenever if you configure a new module, so is one. See, enable auto closure of incidents based upon resolution. Setting this no to will not. Okay, that's a different one. See, number of days after which resolve the incident automatically close to the zero. That means if the incident is resolved today, after 7 days, we have to mark it as a closure. For that closure, has to take which date. So whether it should be opened by, whether it should be what is the one. Here we are taking a resolution date. For that resolution date, we are taking the same thing for it. This is the basic thing like that. So or else if you make it no, it will be taken as a updated date. But better we always, the best practice, we have to use the resolution date for the same thing. Now close the close open incidents when the incident is resolved. And if any incident task was there, right now we don't have configure any task, so it will be the same thing. And incident reopen properties. If you reopen, so if they reopen, these are the values. Copy the original incident to the reopened email. That means these are the values we have to auto populate, but mostly we cannot use it. Copy the incident from the create a child incident. So enable copy incident. That means if you want to copy create a new one, I will show you this one, and copy create a child incident. If you want to create a child incident, you want to or not. Copy attachment. If you are creating a child incident, you want to pass the attachment or not, you can mark it as a true. And list of attributes will be, that means what are the fields whenever we are covering from the creating from the copy incident or something, what are the minimum fields has to go it. And related list has to go it, what are the one. And list of attributes affected, copy from the one. The affected item is here and here, but right now those are the many things, this we cannot all use all the thumb stuff. Now this is the basic thing about the how the incident will flow. If I open any incident, for example, what's the result? Okay, if I am going to open this incident, so here what happened is, if you click on special learning notes, you can add a few notes here. So, so whenever if you want, I am just opening this one, special learning notes. See, I'm going to submit this one. I'm just going to add this one. And also one more thing, whenever, see, special learning notes. So I just added a special learning notes list and the outage. So if I open this one, see, whatever we have added that special learning notes will be the head here. So it will be that means we just like a caution or something, right? Don't touch the incident or don't reboot the server like that. We can add all this stuff by using the this special handling notes. This is the basic thing. And now if I am click on the save, it will create it. And if I click on add to virtual task bus VTB, if I click on this VTB, what happened? We will create a VTB's virtual task board so that we can copy or check all the work at a time. Let it be fine. So if you want to VTB, we can add the same thing. I will show you this one VTB later. And next one, Copy incident, if I click on copy incident, it will create a new incident with the what are the properties we have enabled. Those are all will be the same thing here. Next one, create outage. Outage is nothing but whenever if you are seeing some portals, there is something is happened, right? They were saying that we are facing some issues. Kindly please bear something. This may resolve on next two or something like. If you click on outage, this is the one. That is the one, and which item is affecting, and what is the message? Something test for incident outage. So when it will begin? So how long it will take? I'm just making this one as a 2 minutes. So incident and short description outage. If I open this one, it will be the same thing for it. So this is the outage. Whenever if you open incident, this outage will be visible to anyone. And if I am going to resolve this one, let's see what happens. So it has been done. But if you want to, we can write a script to without closing this outage. Uh, we cannot do see degradation or planned out whatever it is. So incident is nothing but an interruption of service. Outage is nothing but, so for example, if you are working in a website, so there is a major incident happened, so immediately the server is down. So at the time, what we will do, whatever we plan, the outage, if you have outage, so the users cannot work it. Yes, if the tool is not working, that's a completely outage. That's a basic thing. So that's the reason we are using outage model here, but no need to worry. This one. And next one, create a problem. From this incident, if you want to create a problem, we can create a problem. If you click on create a problem, what happened? A new problem will be created. So with the this as a incident for the same thing. So the problem is created. From here, we can pick a anyone or group, and I'm just going to save this one. If you click on save, what happened is, so the problem is created. A problem is a different module. So it was here, whatever we have added, it was as a child incident for the same. Okay. Now it was child incident for the same. That's okay. We can discuss about problem later. From here, if you open it one, and create a request. A request is nothing but if you want to create any catalog item, from there we can do it. But right now, see, it will navigate to the catalog item. From that we can create it one. So right now we no need to this one. And next one, create a child incident. If you want any, that is nothing but from the one major incident, there is multiple incidents happening. If you want any create a child incident, we can create it. And normal, standard change, these are the three standard change types. If you want to anyone, and if you want any, click on the refresh one. So if you need any impacted services, refresh it. So we can embed it. But right now we don't require any other thing. So next one, metric timeline. If you want to click on the metric timeline, it will show how the flow has happened. So it was created here, it was assigned to here, and in progress to resolve this one. This is the time happened for the same thing. Now the next tip, follow on live feed. Live feed is nothing but if you want to the whatever we are observing, we need to configure. See, if you want to live feed, it will be the same thing here. So this one, but right now we don't need any live feed here. And one. So show law if it is nothing but whatever, if you any conversation is happened for the same thing, we can check here. See, administrator has joined the forward one and nobody has not joined here, so that we will not get any other things for the same thing. So now this is the basic thing, and if you want to leave, if you leave, nothing will happen. Now I don't think we need to use on and configure. We configure is nothing but same thing whatever. Now the configure is nothing but whatever we want to say, the right form design, form layout, related list, all these are all we will configure from the how how we are configuring the same thing. That means whatever we are doing the same thing. And here for the other table we can do it from export. If you want to export this one as a PDF, if I click on the PDF, so hold on, configure, yeah, it was exported as an incident. So whatever you are seeing, this will order. This is a pit, I think it's a portrait. If you want to go to the landscape, if you click on the landscape, this is the landscape. So this is the portrait, this is the landscape. This also no need. Next one, if you want to download this one as XML file, you can also download the XML file. The best practice whenever we're moving a record from one instance to another instance, always better use the XML. Why? Because the sysID will be the same thing for it. Or else if you are downloading as a from the Excel bulk upload, it will not, the sysID will be the same. Now views. What are the views we have seen it? We can see it. If I open a case view, this is the case view. I think we don't have any. If I am going to the major incident view, the data will be like this one. See, the form will be changed. Or if I am going to the mobile view, so let's see what happens. This is the mobile view. And if I am going to the password view, this is the very less one. Or if I am going to the service self-service view, so this is the one. So now, like whatever we could, but mostly since we are admin, we can do for the same thing for it. This is the basic thing. How about the one? Now the next step, create a favorite. So if you click on a favorite here, this will be created and it will be created as a favorite to you. And you can directly, when you click on this one, this incident will come automatically. So instead of checking all the stuff, this is the basic one. And next one, the copy URL. If you click on copy URL, whatever this one completely, it will automatically URL. So if I paste this one, our incident will be opened here. This is the copy URL. And now next one, copy sysID. Copy sysID is nothing but if you click on a copy sysID, it will be the same thing. This is the copy. If you see on this is the sysID. SysID is a 32 digits number and which is a alpha numeric combination and all the stuff. So where we have to do for the same. Now this is the one. And next step, the history. If you click on this history, we can check what was happened. The system administrator has created on this one. With the whenever with the create, that is the basic details. And after that, system administrator changes these details. Some reason progress resolved, and system administrator updated the problem one like this, so that these are all will be happened here. Now the next step, history. If you click on the list, see, if you see the list, whatever it may be, it will be the same thing for it. These are all the basics for the same thing. This is the basic how the incident flow. This SLAs and these are all thing will be happened. We can configure say. So if you want to set up an incident, first we need to set up the CMDB service, service offering, and locations, and this impact and urgency and SLAs. These are the main things whenever if you open an incident. So we need to implement the same thing for it. This is how we can implement the incident module. Any questions for this till now? Any question? Very good. Now I'm just